You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Milwaukee, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, for Brooklyn, they're still trying to find a way to play to their full potential in a holding pattern of sorts right now. But that could change with a couple good games.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Williams. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Mann in at the 2. And for Charlotte, it's Miller and Bridges teaming up at the forward spots. Trey Mann out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Now here's Plumlee. Pass to Sexton. Here's Miller. No good on the 3. And here's Thomas. And here is Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter's shot is off. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Terrence Mann.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
That's good from Bridges. The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There's a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
Bridges hits them both. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Here's Mann. Fires in the triple.
A solid read from Porter Jr. When he makes quality passes like this, it helps his team's overall chemistry.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Plumlee. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Thomas. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Williams on the wing. Now here's Claxton. On the wing, Mann. Screen by Claxton. Mann with it. Picked up by Plumlee. Here's Claxton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And how about Nick Claxton? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more versatile defender.
He's come so far in that area since he came into the league. He's become an elite defender. There isn't a position on the floor he can't guard.
First one falls, and the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
And both free throws good for Claxton. Just over a minute and a half in. Here's Charlotte now. Mann, the pass to Plumlee. Miller outside. Pass to Mann. Inside, here's Sexton. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Never bashful about showcasing his athleticism. Sexton can really get up and finish.
Man with it, averaging around 6 a game. Now Claxton. Back to man. No good on the shot. Nice D from Bridges. Here's Miller. Williams grabs the board.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
Sexton passes to Bridges. And there's the drive. Back to Sexton. Pass to Miller. Plumlee a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Miller can't get it to go.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Here's man. Three-pointer off the mark. And so Sexton will bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 1. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
Yeah, they destroyed this team on the glass in the last meeting. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Sexton. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Over Thomas. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out.
Great awareness by Sexton to find the soft spot. Nice pull up there, pure from mid-range.
Now here's man. He's guarded by man. Man, the pass to Thomas. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Mann. That's foul number 2 for him.
Picking up that second foul early is tough. He'll have to be careful, and we'll see how much coach trusts him to not get that third.
Green's checked in for Charlotte. Bridges against Porter. Pass to man. Just 5 to shoot. Miller pulls it in.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Here's Green. Claxton with a rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Thomas outside. Banked it in off the glass.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
Hornets trail by 3. Pass to Plumlee. Back to Sexton. Plumlee against Claxton. Miller outside. He nails it, and we're tied.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
The Nets have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Outside, Williams. On the wing, Porter. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Bridges. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Brooklyn's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Sexton against Thomas. Pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Quality pass by Thomas. He was paying attention out there.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Nicholas Claxton.
On the board, he's had a much bigger impact these last few years than he did before that. He can be relied on now to make a difference with his rebounding, and that's a product of how hard he's worked down low.
Here's Sexton. To the middle. Here's Plumlee. He's off on the layup. The Nets have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Back to Williams. Knocks down the long J.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Hornets trail by 3. Miller on the wing. He's guarded by man. Outside Sexton. There's the 3. Charlotte, no good that time either. The Nets have gone 6 of 11 so far. Man, the pass to Thomas. Claxton finds Thomas. 5 on the clock. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Oh, Thomas can be scary when he's getting points inside. That really rounds out his game.
The Hornets shooting a 45% clip from the floor. Sexton passes to Bridges. Plumlee a screen. Back to Sexton. Claxton with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Shot clock at 5. Screen by Bridges to stop the run. And that's good for 2. Sexton's got 6 points.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Now here's man. Guarded by Miller. Pass to Claxton. It's Thomas on the wing. Claxton a screen on Sexton. Here's Thomas. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Dangerous in the mid-range. Thomas isn't uncomfortable with that shot.
Sexton against Thomas. Bridges right side. Miller with it. Plumlee a screen. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Here's Thomas, coming off a 31-point game against Sacramento. Pass to Williams. Outside Porter. To the inside, and stolen by Sexton. Here's Green, and here are the Hornets with another bucket.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
The Nets have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Thomas outside. Right side Porter, beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
That gives him the lead. Give him 8 points now.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Wilson comes in for Williams. Johnson, he's checked in for Mann. And it's Melton in for Thomas. Brooklyn trailing. Now here's Melton. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Now the Hornets moving it up. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Melton. And here's Porter outside. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game. Charlotte has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Curry against Melton. Curry passes to Sexton. Stolen by Sharp. Outside Johnson. Down low. Here's Wilson. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Seth Curry. Now that we're at the midway point of the season, Richard, what do you say to teams near the top of the standings?
That it's not how you start, it's how you finish. We've got plenty of season left, and even though they've played well so far, you can't afford to get complacent.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Williams, a screen on Johnson. Pass to Williams. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. B.A.?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks. Clock at 4. Here's Williams. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense. The Hornets 4th.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
And the Hornets making a change here. Miller's checked in. Nets leading by 4.
Yo, check the Anthony.
A minute 53 left to play in the first quarter. Johnson passes to Melton. Now Sharp. Pass to Johnson. Here's Wilson. And there's another one for the Nets.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
Minute 32 left in the first quarter here. Curry against Melton. And here's Miller. They need this. Drains the triple. Miller's got 8 points.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And right away, Brandon Miller showed that he was a star in the making, Grant.
Yeah, he's a 3-level scorer, B.A. He's very fluid as a player, and he makes the game look so easy. And he hasn't even grown into his body yet.
Johnson, unable to get that one. Great D that time from Miller. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And that one misses.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Watford comes in for Michael Porter, and Cam Thomas subbed in for Wilson. Hornets trail by 3. Williams on the wing. Miller outside. Back to Williams. Green for three. Sharp grabs the miss. Nets leading by 3. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Thomas against Miller. Thomas passes to Melton. Shoots over Curry. Melton misses. And it's the Hornets on the break. High arcing shot. Dives for it. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. He got it up. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Nets out in front. They lead by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
They've got Seth Curry. Williams is out there with Green. Then there's Brandon Miller, and it's Salon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Pass to Sharp. It's Thomas on the wing. Stolen by Miller. He takes it in, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
Brooklyn has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Melton passes to Sharp. Inside. Stolen by Miller. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Salon. Soft touch off the glass. Salon, he's got his first points in this one. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Here's Thomas. After the basket by Charlotte. Can't connect from short range. Green for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Thomas. Now here's Sharp. Another shot. Can't get the layup. The Hornets with a lead. Green with the ball. Wide open. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Melton against Curry. Here's Wilson. Thomas passes to Sharp. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Not just a scorer, Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Sharp, no good on the free throw. The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Johnson. From down in the low post, it goes. And it's a 3-point Brooklyn lead. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And how about we check the numbers for Brandon Miller?
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Here's Green. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Curry finds Green. Right at the free throw line. And Miller the bucket on the assist by Green. Miller's got 12 points in the game. The Nets with the lead. Melton outside. Pass to Thomas. Stolen by Miller. Takes it inside. And he gets the bucket. He's got 14.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Brooklyn has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Now Melton. Thomas, left side, to the paint. Here's Sharp. Miller pulls it in. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Sharp. Hornets with the rebound.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And for the Nets, they're shooting the rock well at 46%. Pass to Wilson. Fires the 3. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Stallone. Rebounded by Johnson.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And for that game against Miami, they'll want to come out fighting in that one. They'll be big-time underdogs, but anything can happen.
And he knocks down the first one. Plumlee's checked in for Charlotte. Mann comes in for Green. Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Mann comes in for Melton. Second free throw, no good.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
Melton, he's checked in for Wilson. For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Curry passes to Mann. Claxton with the block. Outside Mann, pass to Claxton. And stolen by Williams. And here comes the break. Shot is good by Curry. And the Hornets lead by 2.
The adjustment, man, what a finish.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Melton against Curry. Pass to Mann. 5 to shoot. Here's Claxton. Oh, Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. First one falls. And both free throws good for Claxton. The Hornets have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Man, the pass to Plumlee. Back to man. Launches a 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Thomas. He's guarded by man. Stolen by Miller. Driving inside. And there's Plumlee on the assist from Miller.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Some changes for Charlotte. Bridges, he's checked in for Williams. And Sexton subbed in for Curry. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Williams comes in for Melton. Brooklyn trailing. Outside man. Pass to Thomas. Back to man. Sexton against Thomas. And he's going for the oop here. Williams misses.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Bridges passes to Sexton. Here's Plumlee. On the wing man. Pass to Miller. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Williams with it. And it's man picking him up. Williams misses. Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. On the wing, Sexton. Pure from 3-point range. Sexton's got 11 points.
You have to admire Sexton's confidence. Fantastic initiative in understanding when to shoot off the catch.
Here's Thomas. He has 6. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Claxton. Outside Porter. The 3. 6 to shoot. Drills it from deep. He has 7.
Yeah, we're seeing the competitive spirit of Porter Jr. as he responds with a 3 of his own.
Outside Sexton. The 3 is up. And Charlotte another 3.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Thomas against Sexton. Pass to Claxton. Goes back up. And here's Porter outside. They get the rebound. And another shot. And Claxton with the lay-in. Claxton's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Oh, there's the alley.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Here's Thomas. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge 3rd season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Hornets leading by 3. Outside man. Miller outside. Lots of room. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Williams is checked in for Miller. And the Nets also making a change. Melton, he's checked in for Thomas. Nets trail by 5. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Brooklyn has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Outside, Williams. Pass to Porter. Back to Williams. No good with the triple. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Hornets. They lead by 4. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Outside man to the middle. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Nick Claxton.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Plumlee. He's perfect from the line this time. Nets trail by 6. And here's man. Melton outside. Man, the pass to Claxton. 4 on the clock. Deflects the pass. From deep three-point land. Man, misses.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
And the Nets miss again.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Bridges passes to Plumlee. Sexton against Melton. Now here's Sexton. Not a lot of room. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And this is how skilled of a scorer Sexton is. Able to make difficult shots in the defense's face.
Melton passes to Porter. He squares up and sinks it. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Bridges. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in the game. Nets trail by 6. And 1:01 left in the second period. To the inside, Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And this guy, Porter Jr., is a fantastic athlete, and he loves showing off when he gets the opportunity.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. 54 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Melton against Sexton. Shot, left block. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Well, Brooklyn's shooting just 38% in this quarter. Here's Williams. Plumlee pulls down the board. Hornets leading by 4. Bridges with it, and it's Man picking him up. And the basket by Bridges.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And the Nets shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Porter against Williams. 4 seconds left. The drive by Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. What a performance for Colin Sexton. He has been the story for Charlotte. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for their matchup with the Clippers, they'll have the advantage coming in. But it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a favorable matchup, but the game, last time I checked, is played on hardwood. And guys, the Charlotte Hornets are in an even game.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast, getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set.
Says the Jet. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Wow, Colin Sexton displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
Nets trail by 4. Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. Michael Porter out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then it's Williams. And it's Thomas in at the 1. To the wing, right side. Outside man. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the teardrop. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Pass to Miller. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Miller's got 18 points in the game. And Brooklyn with possession here. Man with it. Now Thomas. And here's Porter outside. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Sexton passes to Plumlee. Back to Sexton. The three. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Mann. Williams against Sexton. It's Thomas on the wing. Claxton a screen on Plumlee. Thomas, that's good. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Sexton against Thomas for 3. Bridges. Rebounded by the Nets.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
For the lead. And the bucket's good from Porter in deep. He's got 18.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Here's Bridges. Rejected by Claxton.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting 1 of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Bridges against Porter. Pass to Williams. Three-pointer. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Now it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And let's take a look at the leaderboard and see which players were the top shooters from three-point land this past month. Brandon Miller 4th.
Sometimes you get into a rhythm from long range, and you can ride that stretch for a while.
So it's the Hornets now. 4-point game. Sexton passes to Mann. Here's Bridges. Claxton with the block.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute. Just 1 of 5 from the field.
Pass to Porter. Thomas with the ball. He's guarded by Mann. Now here's Thomas. The D's right on him. Just 5 to shoot. Mann, the pass to Williams. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Hornets. They trail by 6. Plumlee, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Now here's Porter. Here's Mann. Off target with the 3.
I'll tell you what, we know he's been struggling tonight, but his teammates have pitched in big time.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Sexton looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Bridges. Brooklyn pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Williams with it, and it's man picking him up. On the wing man. Back to Williams. Thomas outside. Claxton a screen on Sexton. Pulls up. Thomas misses.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Thomas passes to Porter. Nice move. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
When he's got the ball, those inside looks are usually money. Despite the miss, they should keep going to that.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Williams with it. He's picked up by Miller. It's good. Porter's got 7 points for the quarter. Charlotte has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Sexton against Thomas. Outside Sexton. Pass to Bridges. Connects from downtown. Bridges has got 16 points now.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Brooklyn has gone 7 for 17 from 3-point range so far in this matchup. Thomas outside. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul of the game. Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Melton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas outside. Claxton. Plumlee pulls down the board. Charlotte trailing. Outside Sexton. Pass to man. Porter with the steal. Thomas, that's good. 12 points for him. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And their block numbers also stand out to me. Challenging shots at the rim has been a big part of their defensive success.
Claxton finds Thomas. And the basket is good. And it's a 6-point Nets lead.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Now here's Sexton. He's got 16. Outside man. And there's the foul. It's on Michael Porter. That's his first foul of the game. The 3 from Sexton. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Melton. Claxton a screen on Sexton. Melton misses. He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip. Hornets trail by 5. Here's Mann. Still without a bucket. Outside, Williams. No one near him. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Melton against Sexton. Outside man. And here's Thomas. 14 points for him. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Yeah, Thomas is overwhelming the defense with his energy, just attacking over and over again.
And so it's Charlotte with it. 7-point differential. Now here's Mann. Thomas defends. From the baseline. Brooklyn with the board. Melton with the ball. With the teardrop. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down. And he's now got the double-double.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And so it's Charlotte with it, following the bucket by Brooklyn. Here's Miller. Drops in the 3. Miller's got 6 here in the quarter.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Both teams deciding to change it up. The 2K leaderboard showing us the best free throw shooting teams in the league. The Hornets 4th.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Brooklyn leading by 6. Now Mann. Outside Sharp. Inside. Tipped. Here's Porter. From the high post. The rebound by Mann. Charlotte is shooting around 44%. Not bad. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good from Sexton. Now here's Melton. Outside Sharp. To the middle. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And he's finding the bottom of the net consistently. Porter Jr. is scoring with ease.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Charlotte. Pass to Mann. To the paint. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. So it's Brooklyn now. 3-point lead. Sharp up top. And here's Johnson. Mann with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. And that one is hammered home.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Here's Melton following the bucket by the Hornets. Outside Sharp. And then Porter with the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Hornets trail by 3. Outside man. Pass to Sexton for the tie. Gets the 3 ball to go. Sexton's got 6 points in the quarter.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere. Strong from beyond the arc.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Melton passes to Sharp. Back to Melton. Porter. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 2.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Sexton passes to Williams, and Williams punches it home.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Brooklyn's gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Outside Sharp. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. And stolen by Sexton. Out on his own on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Melton. Porter with a screen on Sexton. Pass to Porter. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Down low. Just 5 on the clock.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
From deep, Melton. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the third. Charlotte on top. They lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Hornets leading by 4. They've got Brandon Miller, Josh Green out there with Grant Williams. Then there's Seth Curry, and it's Salon in at the center position. That's the Hornets 5. Now here's Miller. Williams, a screen on Thomas. Here's Miller. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Thomas. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Melton against Curry. Back to Williams. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Miller. And the 3 off target.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Melton against Curry. Melton passes to Thomas. To the middle. Here's Sharp. And the layup is good off the glass. And that ties it up.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Curry passes to Miller. it in with a nice touch off the window. Miller's got 24.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
And for the Nets, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Miller against Thomas. Pass to Wilson. It counts! And the foul! It's on Brandon Miller.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
And Charlotte making a change here. Mann's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Mann's checked in. And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
The Nets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Melton passes to Sharp. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Curry. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Cam Thomas picks one up.
Seth Curry adding to the family tradition. This is a man that knows how to knock down shots, and it runs in his family.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
First one falls for him. And so Curry nails both of them.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Nets trail by 3. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Oh, it looks like somebody came out this half on a mission, and his intensity on offense, it's been fun to watch.
Here's Curry. Miller outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Nets. Thomas outside. Pass to Wilson. Launches it. The rebound by Mann. Charlotte's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Now here's Miller. He's guarded by Mann. Miller outside. 5 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. That shot missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Melton against Curry. Here's Thomas. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Miller. And a miss there on the triple.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Thomas passes to Melton. Pass to Wilson. Now Thomas. Here's the three. Knocks down the triple. Thomas has got 7 points here in the quarter.
And it's big for Thomas's confidence when he's knocking that down. Keep shooting, young man.
Now here's Williams. Inside. And Williams punches it home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And Brooklyn with possession here, following the bucket by the Hornets. And stolen by Williams. Here's Salon. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Solid pass from the combo guard Curry. Look, people don't understand. He's not just a shooter. He's a basketball player.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Melton passes to Thomas. To the inside. Sharp finds Thomas. Count it. Thomas has got 17 points here in the second half.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
Man, the pass to Miller. Puts up a three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Sharp's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Pass to Wilson. Back to Melton. Oh, they get a hand on it. Sharp with it. Over Williams. Sharp, no good. Miller outside. Here's Williams. Shoots. Man, misses. The Nets have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Melton passes to Sharp. Here's Thomas. Sharp, a screen on Miller. Pass to Wilson. And here's Mann. Here's Miller. He's guarded by Mann. Here's Curry. And he banks in the layup. And the Hornets lead by 2.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Melton with the ball. Here's Wilson. It's Sharp on the wing. Pass to Melton. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Miller outside. Williams with the screen. 4-3. And Miller the bucket on the assist from Williams. Miller's got 27.
They've really bottled him up here in the fourth. He's only 2 of 7 from the field.
Nets trail by 3. Thomas, left side. Melton on the wing. He's covered by Curry. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Wilson, no good. Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Miller. And Charlotte, another 3.
That's his third 3 of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
The Nets have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Melton against Curry. Melton passes to Sharp. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. The first free throw is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Hornets shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Mann, the pass to Miller. Bridges outside for three. And the Hornets, another three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Mann. Pass to Thomas. Now Porter. Clock at 6. Shoots over Bridges. And the Nets miss again. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 15-5 run. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Cam Thomas picks one up.
And the quickness is unmatched. Tough for defenders to check Sexton. I mean, he just draws the contact right there.
And the first one at the line is good. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Charlotte. Now here's Thomas. Left side, Williams. Outside, Porter. Off target from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Sexton uses the glass to finish the layup. Sexton's got 10 points here in the second half.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle, and it wasn't a very happy huddle. Coach told the team, quote, "We need to be better with the ball. We're committing too many turnovers. It's hurting us." Back over to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you. Nets trail by 12. Now Thomas. On the wing man. Back to Thomas. Pass to Williams. Looking to win the run. And something you'd never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
And the Nets making a change here. Melton's checked in. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Porter. Good on the baseline, Jay. Porter's got 28.
He's so smooth from the mid-range area. Now, Porter Jr. doesn't need a lot of wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Charlotte leading by 10. The 3 from Sexton. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 15 here tonight. On the wing, Porter. The 3 is up. Plumlee pulls down the board.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he's good on the second. Now here's Thomas. On the wing man. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the long J.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Plumlee, a screen on Melton. Bridges outside. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Mann with the second effort. And here's Porter outside. The rebound by Bridges. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They held a 12-point lead earlier. It's Bridges on the wing. Miller outside. Pass to Mann. Back to Miller. 6 to shoot. Here's Plumlee. He's guarded by Porter. Porter, Bridges. Rebounded by the Nets. And stolen by Sexton. All sorts of time, and the shot goes in.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Thomas passes to Mann. Off the mark there with a three. On offense, here are the Hornets. It's a 10-point game. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Thomas outside, from outside the arc. Pure from three-point range. Melton against Sexton. And so it's Charlotte winning this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, tonight, Colin, what a game for you. When you think about your development as a player, what are you most proud of?
I feel like I've accomplished a lot, gotten better. That's the biggest thing. Just continue to grow each and every day when I'm in practice. And my teammates, they've been helping out tremendously, and I appreciate them for that.
The sky's high for Colin Sexton.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Brandon Miller.